Long nodded, stretched out her hand and take the portrait. Looking at it, the person on the portrait looked about 25 years old, with a cold and determined expression. His appearance was not good or bad, and did not know what was so strange about him, actually making the Brilliant Fire Sect search so hard to find him. Take a look. Bing Long tossed the portrait to another elder. Remember what this person looks like. If we can find him, bring him back to Extinct Ice Island. Brilliant Fire Sect, you want to act against our Ice Heart Valley before, and suddenly delayed because of this person. It seems that this person is involved in a lot of things, otherwise Brilliant Fire Sect will not do this. Perhaps the crisis in Ice Heart Valley can reach a breakthrough if we find this person. In that case, should we also look for this person? Ran Yunting asked. Bing Long nodded and said, naturally, it is necessary, but you don't have to deliberately. After the meeting, I want you to go back and send a portrait of this person to the disciples, so that they can pay more attention when they are walking outside. Yes, the Valley Master is wise. All the elders responded together. The portraits have been memorized by the elders. They are all powerful people in the Third Order Void Return stage, and their memory is naturally not bad. They can remember the appearance of the person on the painting with just a glance. Bing Long said again, a few years ago, the Supreme Elder of the sect made a mistake in her cultivation, and she has not recovered yet. What clues are there for the few good medicines that people are looking for? Hearing that, the dozens of people present all shook their heads sadly, and an elder said, the other medicinal materials have been purchased with a lot of money, but the precious red ginseng is really rare. Maybe only on Brilliant Fire Sect Dry Thunder Mountain could it be found. Dry Thunder Mountain. Bing Long's face sank. It is the forbidden area of Brilliant Fire Sect, and there are only a handful of people who are qualified to enter Brilliant Fire Sect, let alone us. Let people look for it carefully, no matter how expensive the price is, it must be found. Yes. Damn it. Randy Yunting gritted her teeth. If the Supreme Elder didn't made a mistake in cultivation a few years ago, how could our Ice Heart Valley be suppressed by Brilliant Fire Sect? For thousands of years, the strength of the two sects has always been equal. But this time, hearing what she said, all the elders looked angry. Great Elder, stop talking nonsense. Are you blaming the Supreme Elder for making a mistake in her cultivation? Bing Long stared at her, and shouted aloud. Randy Yunting's body trembled lightly, and hurriedly said, don't dare, disciple does not mean that. Bing Long's face was slightly awkward. Nodded and said, this palace master knows that you didn't mean that, but this is also a catastrophe to our Ice Heart Valley. Although the Supreme Elder is not easy to move now, it is not so easy for Brilliant Fire Sect to make us yield. Without mentioning it in advance, this palace master is very concerned about another matter. Great Elder, how is your disciple now? Ran Yunting smiled slightly. She is very good, and now she is in the cultivation level of First Order Void Return stage. As soon as this remark came out, everyone here was impressed. Have she reached First Order Void Return stage so fast? Her aptitude is so good. When the Great Elder brought her back, she was only a Third Order Saint stage, right? How many years has it been? Even if the cultivation resources are abundant, it won't be so fast, right? Bing Long also seemed to be extremely pleased, and said with joy, Great Elder, I heard that your disciple has this special physique of ice crystal jade body. Is it true or false? It's true. Ran Yunting nodded. Her physique is indeed an ice crystal jade body, but it does not seem to be a congenital physique, but an acquired one. I don't know what adventure she has had before. So after cultivating our Ice Heart Valley secret technique, the cultivation level can be increased. Not to hide the truth from the Valley Master, she is now not only a First Order Void Return stage, but also preparing to attack the Second Order realm. In the Ice Palace, the expressions of many elders became even more exciting, and each one was extremely surprised and seemed very shocked. Bing Long was also extremely happy. There is no difference between congenital and acquired. Her ice crystal jade body is the key to the future of my Ice Heart Valley. I will never let Ice Heart Valley fall. It seems that she is very likely to achieve the achievement like the Supreme Elder in the future. The future of my Ice Heart Valley may be handed over to her. Xianxia said modestly. The Valley Master is looking at her very highly. The little girl is still low in her cultivation level, and she needs more cultivation resources from the Valley Master. Do everything possible to meet her cultivation needs. Bing Long shouted. Yes. Xianxia respectfully nodded. Great Elder. I heard that the reason why Brilliant Fire Sect targeted Ice Heart Valley this time was because of your disciple? Someone asked with a chuckle. Yes, I've heard about it. It is rumored that Wei Feng, the son of Brilliant Fire Sect Master, encountered that girl by chance when she was cultivating outside, and he never forgot about it. After returning, he urged Wei Qing to come to my Ice Heart Valley. I haven't seen that girl before. It seems that after she came to Extinct Ice Island, she rarely went out and kept cultivating in retreat. I've seen her once, and she was really beautiful. No wonder that little bastard Wei Feng will never forget her. If I were a man, I'm afraid I would be overwhelmed by her. The elders laughed and the atmosphere became much more relaxed. A matter of catching the wind and catching shadows. Xianxia gave a wry smile. Bing Long said, You are also the elders of my Ice Heart Valley. Don't you see that this incident is just a cause? Brilliant Fire Sect just used this as an excuse to embarrass us, and took the opportunity to test the injury of the Supreme Elder too. Once they are sure that the Supreme Elder is indeed injured, I am afraid that they will make a big move, and it will not be long before the matter is hidden. I want to see if their Brilliant Fire Sect teeth are stronger, or my Ice Heart Valley's defense is harder. They are not so bold and aggressive, unless they don't care about the life or death of their disciples. They dare to come, say how we will make them look. A group of women screamed, with a great momentum. An old woman on the left who looked like she was more than 60 years old frowned. There was some sadness between her brows. After the others had finished speaking, she said, returning to the Valley Master, I heard a news a few days ago. What news makes Elder Wu care so much? Bing Long asked, turning her eyes to the old woman, and everyone else looked at her. I heard that Luo Hai has arrived at Brilliant Fire Sect. Elder Wu said solemnly. Luo Hai? In the Ice Palace, everyone frowned, as if they didn't remember who Luo Hai was, but soon someone exclaimed, Master Luo Hai, Star Master of Green Hills Star? Really him? No way. He is not in Green Hills Star. What is he doing in the Scarlet Billow Star? Although Luo Hai is the Star Master of Green Hills Star, he is a strong man in the Second Order Void King realm. It has long been known throughout the Star Territory, so even if the people in Ice Heart Valley are on Extinct Ice Island, they have long heard of his name. Now that she heard that he had arrived at Brilliant Fire Sect, her expressions were at lost. The news is reliable? Bing Long's delicate body leaned forward slightly, and her jade hand squeezed the armrest of the chair. From the armrest there was a creaking sound, which showed that her mood had great ups and downs. Reliable. Elder Wu looked solemn. The spies placed in Brilliant Fire Sect saw him with their own eyes. The Ice Palace immediately fell silent. Everyone's face seemed to be covered with a layer of frost, and their expressions became wrong. You may also know that although Master Luo Hai is the Star Master of Green Hills Star, he has a close relationship with Kai Huo of Brilliant Fire Sect. He came to Brilliant Fire Sect at this time. Elder Wu did not finish. Everyone can hear her overtones. Not so. Bing Long shook her head. He does have friendship with Kai Huo, but he doesn't rush over from Green Hills Star specifically to deal with us in Ice Heart Valley. Kai Huo doesn't have such a big face. But Valley Master, this time is a sensitive time, and we have to guard against it. If Luo Hai and Kai Huo join forces, then our situation in Ice Heart Valley is worrying. Bing Long's pretty face turned white. If this is the case, then Ice Heart Valley has only one way, that is to disband. Just Luo Hai alone is not something that Ice Heart Valley can resist. He is a master of a realm stronger than Kai Huo and the supreme elder of their sect. I feel that Lord Luo Hai arrived at Green Hills Star at this time may have something to do with the person Brilliant Fire Sect was looking for. Some elder guessed. Why do you say this? Think about it. Brilliant Fire Sect search for this person is a recent thing, and he even slowed down the pace of suppressing us. It was also recently that Master Luo Hai arrived at Scarlet Billow Star. The place he went to was Brilliant Fire Sect. If they are connected in series, will it be Lord Luo Hai who asked Brilliant Fire Sect to help find the trace of that person? Everyone shines. The possibility is great. If this is the case, then we must find the trace of this person before Brilliant Fire Sect. There was a strange brilliance in Bing Long's beautiful eyes. As long as you find him and give him to Lord Luo Hai, then the current crisis in Ice Heart Valley can be solved, and after the Supreme Elder fully recovers, Brilliant Fire Sect will definitely not have more troubles. The Valley Master is right. Ran Yunting nodded in agreement. Change the order, so that all the disciples who can be dispatched will be dispatched, and try to find the trace of this person as much as possible. Bing Long made a decisive decision, gritting her teeth and shouting. Yes. All the elders agreed, and leave the Ice Palace together. On this day, tens of thousands of Ice Heart Valley disciples set off from extinct Ice Island and traveled to all parts of Scarlet Billow Star. Each of them brought a portrait of Xianxia's face. At night, near to the center of extinct Ice Island, in an ice room, Ran Yunting sits cross-legged, cultivating. The temperature of the ice chamber is extremely low, and even the martial artist of the Third Order Void Return stage is extremely uncomfortable here. You must run the Saint Yuan to resist the ubiquitous chill, but for the Great Elder of Ice Heart Valley, this is the best place for cultivation. The ubiquitous cold air seemed to be drawn into her body one after another, forming resonance with her Saint Yuan and strengthening her power. There was a slight sound of footsteps outside the door, and soon the sound of footsteps stopped, and someone outside said, "The disciple is here to greet Master." "Come in." Ran Yunting smiled slightly and opened her eyes. The next moment, the door was opened, and a beautiful figure walked in from outside. Wearing white clothes, spotlessly clean, strands of cloud-like black hair cascading down like a waterfall, phoenix eyebrows of the right shade, a pair of eyes are exceptionally bright, a beautiful nose, white as a creamy melon seeds, the face is crystal clear as jade. The snowy skin is as tender as honey, slender, demure and calm. She is like an ice doll carefully crafted by the gods, and there is no flaw in her body. To be continued.